Shalom uvracha, my holy brothers, and welcome back to another beautiful teaching of Rabbi Shlomo Carlebach on Chanuka. Bezrat Hashem, all of our Torah, please God, should come to protect the whole Jewish people during this hard time, to be a cover of light, to protect anyone, to heal anyone, and just to bring light down to Am Yisrael. So I'm reading from the book Leva Shamayim, Rav Shlomo's own words put together by Rav Shmuel Zivan. We're talking about Hadlakas, Neros, Etzel, the Harabeim, Rebes, lighting the candles by the Rebes. Chanuka, Kol HaTzadikim ayu yoshvim liyad hanerot b'meshech sha'ot. On Chanuka, all the tzadikim would sit by the candles for hours. שמעתי על הריז'נר, שהוא היה מסתכל בנרות במשך שעות. I heard about the Rizner would stand there for hours, ללא הפוגה, with no break. הוא לא הסיר את עיניו מהנרות אפילו לשנייה. He wouldn't remove his eyes from the candles, even for a moment. רק אחרי שהנרות כבו, היה ניגשים לסעודה. And only after the candles had turned out, had been extinguished, would he then go to the meal. Kach gam hasanzer, so too the sanzer. Shemati bebabov, shepam achad hasanzer kadosh, kshedlik neret Chanuka, panav karnu ba'ofen she'ef shel le'te'er. In Babov it was told that when the Sanzer Rebbe would light candles, his face shone in an unbelievable way. It was very hard to look at his face. Kezohar harakia mazirim. It was mama shining like the heavens. The malachim b'shamayim ein or kazeh. Even angels don't have such a light. Atem mevinim, you understand? Ner Hashem nishmat adam. The candle of Hashem, of God, is the soul of man. B'Chanuka haneshamot meirot. On Chanuka, our souls are shining. And apparently, when you're lighting the candles, that's when your soul is shining the brightest. Also the later Rebbes. Al Rebbe Mislanim Shamati Shuaya Umed Liad Hanerot Mirutak Mamish. Slana Rebbe would also be standing like completely in his own world when he would light the candles. Panim Shel Tzadikim, the Gevalt, the faces of Tzadikim. Ani Zocher the Rebbe Yakodim Ilbabich. Shlomo recounts, he remembers the Lubavitcher Rebbe, his face. Of course, Shlomo was a chassid of the previous Rebbe. He's talking here about Rav Yosef Yitzchak Schneerson. Something in his face was so unbelievable. The closest that you could imagine the Baal Shem Tov himself looked like. When the Rebbe looked at you, you felt like he was mamash looking through your whole essence. Mamash going straight to your soul. You would begin to shake. And of course, Rav Shlomo himself had many yechidus with the Lubavitcher Rebbe. He was a chassid. He used to go to the mikveh and learn a maimer before he went to the Rebbe, so he knows what he's talking about. Actually, just today I was listening to Barak Holman saying how he once had a meeting like this in front of the Lubavitcher Rebbe, and he also just felt like the Rebbe just looked through his entire soul, and that ended up transforming his entire life. So this is emes. It's mamish true. Ani mevarech etchem sheb'Chanuka nizkel listakel b'nerot hakadoshim shelanu. I bless you guys, I bless us, that we would be able to look at our candles and not turn our eyes away from them. Maybe we'll have to go away from them for a moment, to eat together. The candles will always be in front of our eyes. Maybe that just means eating in front of the candles, or maybe it means remembering the candles. Personally, sometimes I have a 6 o'clock shift. I try to take some candles up to the post that I'm at and leave some candles there so I could look at them on my shift. מדוע כשאנשים אוהבים אחד את השני, הם מביטים לזה בעיניים? Why is it that when people love each other, they look each other in the eyes? אני כבר יודע איך נראה האף שלך. I know how your nose looks. מה יש עוד לראות? What else do I have to see? זאת לא ראייה של החושים, but this is not senses seeing, the five senses. זאת ראייה מעבר לחושים. This is beyond the senses. מבחינה מדעית אין מה לראות. Right? On a scientific, technical level, there's nothing to see here. אבל גוואלד כמה אני רואה. But mamish, how much do I see when I look into your eyes? כשאתה אוהב מישהו ומביט פה הרבה זמן, when you love someone and look into their eyes for a long time, אתה בעצם אומר לו, you're basically telling them, אני רואה בך מה שאף אחד לא רואה. I see in you what no one else sees. ראיתם פעם תינוקות? Have you ever seen babies? איך שהם נועצים את עיניהם באמא שלהם, how they look at their mom? נשגב, נכון, it's unbelievable. In fact, it's just my editorial. Rav Shlomo talks about how this is Eretz Asher Tamid Einei Hashem Elokech Haba. Hashem himself is looking down on Eretz Yisrael all the time. And on a personal note, that's when I decided to make Aliyah. Was when I was on Shmirot, and I was just looking at the land for hours and hours at a time. When Hashem gave me new eyes to see Eretz Yisrael with new eyes of love. That's what's happening. We're looking at the candles. Maybe we're looking straight at HaKadosh Baruch Hu in our own way and expressing our love. And that's why the Rebbes would be looking at the candles for hours. As Rabbi Nachman says, fixing their eyes, getting new eyes, doing a little bit of an eye surgery to see only the good. I want to read one more mimer of Rav Shlomo for today. Zman Hadlakat Nerot Shat Ratzon. Time of candlelighting, a time of desire. V'od mashu ma'od chashuv, and another really important thing. Kach Amar Baal Shem Tov HaKadosh v'kach omrim kol Rebbim. This is what the Baal Shem Tov, the holy Baal Shem Tov said. This is what all the Rebbes say. Ma she'efshar lif'ol b'tfilah b'zman Hadlakat Nerot, i-efshar lo b'simchat Torah. What we can do at Hadlakas Neros, we can't do it on Simchas Torah. Lo b'Yom Kippurim v'lo b'Leil Seder. Not on Yom Kippur, not even on Pesach night. Shani mevarech al Neros Chanuka, ani yochol levakesh ma'Kadosh Baruch Hu hakol. When I am blessing on my candles, I can ask for anything. Kishen eret Chanuka me'irim, ani mamash me'ever. Because when the candles are lit, I'm beyond. Vaz barur li pitom shani yochol levakesh ma'Kadosh Baruch Hu masha me'ever, and I can ask for beyond things from Hashem. Rabotai, ani mekaveh lechiyot ka'am itchem od kama me'ot shanim. I hope to live here a few hundred more years. But let's say after a couple hundred years we go to heaven. And we find a Yid there that knows all of Shas by heart. And we don't. How could it be that this Jew knows all of Shas by heart? He's not so talented. Maybe he doesn't even learn as intensely as we did. And suddenly, what are we going to discover? When he was lighting Chanukah candles, he davened from all of his heart. Ribono shel olam, Master of the world, let me know Shas. Let me know all of the Talmud by heart. Oi, lama nachnu bikashta? Why didn't we ask? Ein lanu musag ma kocha shel tefillah. We have no idea the power of tefillah. Rabbi Nachman Omer shu naseh chasid biglal hapasuk. Rabbi Nachman says he became a chasid because of the pasuk. Hashem amar alei b'ni ata. Hashem said, "You are my children, my child." Ani ayom yoladiticha. I today have given birth to you. Shal mimenu ve'etna goyim nachlatecha. Ask, and I'll give the inheritance of the goyim. Sha'al b'ni ve'etnelecha. Ask, my son, and I'll give you. Atem zochim. Remember, Rebbe Baruch aya ador dod shelo. Uviyom bar mitzvah shelo aya omer lo, on the bar mitzvah of his nephew, he said, I'm giving you a gift. Tizkor kol chaim at the pasuk she'al mimenu bet. Now remember this verse. Ask and I'll give you. Zot haita kol avodah shel Rabbi Nachman. That was the whole avodah of Rabbi Nachman. Tefillah, tachanunim, itbodedus, davening, supplicating, personal speech with Hashem. But tefillah efshar lifol et hakol. With prayer, we can do everything. Va'ikar belel Chanuka hu mamash levakesh me'HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Or, and the main thing on the night of Chanuka is to ask from Hashem for light. As the Rebbe Mikuvrin teaches on the verse, and God said, let there be light. Elokim, Yehi Or, Hashem, let there be light. Elokim, let there be light in our lives. So Bezrat Hashem, there's still 3 nights left to Chanuka, and there's so much to daven for, and so much to ask for on a spiritual level. So let's take a little bit of the light of the tzaddikim, take their advice, and use that special time when the candles are lit to daven to Hashem from the depth of our hearts. And I'll also add that I think there's an amazing time to take a pen and paper and journal and thank Hashem. Write down what you're thankful for. Write down what you're asking for. Let's utilize this special Zman of Hadlakas Neros, a time, a shas of Ratzon. Hope you enjoyed today's little mini shir from Rav Shlomo Carlebach, Bezrat Hashem.